Alright, YouTube plant-loving people, time for a quick tour of the plants in my bedroom, and I use the term quick loosely because, as you can see, I have a lot of plants in my bedroom, and if I were to go through every single one of them, in no way would this video, by any definition, be quick. So without further ado, to keep this as short as possible, I will start over here with what are primarily succulents. I do have grow lights for these because it tends to get a little bit dark in this corner of the room. And up on top you can see I have another grow light as well, and my Pelea Ranaverda. I also have, because of the grow light and because I have room, a little propagation corner here. These are leaves of my watermelon peperomia that have sprouted. And then my purple passion along the side there. On this top row, I'm not going to go through every one because it's way too much. But you can see in the back there I've got my watch chain and my baby toes, my string of pearls. Down here I've got a few cacti, very funky growing echeveria, my browse tail, calico kitten, and then I'll pull this one out a little bit. This is my ruby necklace. I've got a few lithops in various stages of development. My Chinese dunce cap, another funky growing echeveria, euphorbia, and kalanchoe. And I've got a garden down here, my frizzle sizzle, and a few other stuff. And then here in the greenhouse I've got some of my babies, my musica, a few jewel orchids, and my alocasia reticulata. Sandwiching this, you can see I've got my purple oxalis and a green oxalis. And then coming over here, I've got a few more oxalises. And on this table you can see I've got my little begonia that is really pretty. Another orchid, my jewel orchid that is in bloom and has been for quite a while. Another peperomia that is just going crazy. Up on top I've got another begonia, another pothos. This is my teardrop peperomia. It's very established. And then here is my swamp rose, a ginger, a spider plant. Here I've got a trade scantia, fuzzy one that's going quite mad. In the back, this, you can see, is my black begonia, or black pagoda, and I love how the leaves look at the bottom. My chandelier, kalanchoe. I love this plant. In the back, I've got my variegated cissus, the second of the Alocasia reticulata. This is one of my exciting ones. This is, as you can see, it's a and I've got a new leaf coming. It's my first. I've had this for about a year, and it's finally getting a new leaf. And the chandelier, or the mother of millions, I've got a couple of stowaways. They tend to get everywhere. Down here you can see these were the freebies that I got in one of my videos, growing like mad. Another peperomia back there, a hoya, one of my ripples. This has a bit of pink variegation to it, which I really like. My little oxalis collection. And down here is the reticulata. On the bottom I've got a pretty little violet, my fishtail fern, and another one of my orchids, my crocodile fern. This is a Fittonia. My prostrata, which has filled in beautifully. This is a baby bite Pelia. And in this little greenhouse, I've got a pygmy ginger, a little brake fern, a genseriad, and then this really sad thing is a calathea. Pretty pothos. A couple of more small bites. I love this peperomia. Look at how shiny that is. And then the bottom of the leaves. I think this is the Metallica. I had ordered this one online as the Metallica, but I'm not sure if it is, because look at the stripe down the middle. And then here, no stripe, but that beautiful underside, which is a little muted on this one. And then here are a couple of more little bites. These two, I believe, are peperomias. I'm not sure which ones they are, but they've got a gorgeous metallic, and then one is variegated, one is not. I really like those. Behind, I've got my lancifolia. And then up here, another peperomia, my Trisketia oyster plant, or Moses cradial, another genseriad, and then this is my peperomia rubria, and my micans. Over here, we have another Trisketia. This is the tricolor. This beautiful thing, I love this one. This is another genseriad. And then here's a small bite of the same family. Another fern. And then in here, it's hard to tell, but I've got a very overgrown maidenhair fern. My hoya, another ripple, and a ribstalis, and then a couple of more ferns down there. This is my Buddha's belly. This is my variegated Aurelia that I love. And here, if you can tell, is my Hoya shooting star. It's in bloom. Look at how pretty that is. And this is a type of sedum. Pretty little variegated leaves. On the windowsill, if we can focus, I've got a euphorbia, my Madagascar palm, another these very fuzzy leaves. This is a Cuban oregano, my variegated Hoya rope, and a couple more of those genseriids. This one kind of has a pink sheen to it. It's just this. Here, I've got a couple of calathea. This is my coffee tree. And then another Aurelia. And looking a little bit sad over here in the corner is my white fusion. It's growing in quite nice, but as you can see, I've been using tap water. And so it's getting these crispy leaves. And I cut it back and I'm now starting to use distilled to avoid that. I've got my fiddle leaf fig. And then over here in this corner, I have my peperomias, a couple of syngoniums. This is my favorite. But then I like this one too. I like how each leaf is just different. On this particular plant, you can see I've got some more variation on this one, and then we get more complete white, and each one grows out completely unique. My alocasia poly, I already showed this peperomia. Over here, I've got a little strawberry begonia. This is another type of sedum. My Fittonia. And then here is a Chinese evergreen. I forgot the name. It is in bloom. And so I tried to make that as quick as possible. But there you have it. A fairly rushed but thorough tour of the plants in my bedroom. Oh, and do have a couple of they are backlit. I've got a Hoya and then a philodendron up there. So, thank you for watching, and cheers.